monsters by Aglaya again. Okay. Oh. I delayed the video. My bad. My bad. Okay. Okay. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. Ooh, oh, hello. That's a march. That's a march. I didn't expect new march already. Okay, bro. Oh. I knew it. Oh my god. I'm just hyped for new March, new Daniel. I saw new Daniel. Okay. Yeah, there you go. That Daniel. Hiding behind waifus, of course. Of course. Today I'm just gonna relax today, so if I don't talk to chat too much, that's right. Alright, it's time. I'm gonna try to pay attention to like the new March and new Daniel. Like I said, okay, there you go. For those Alicia fans, there you go. You got your Alicia right there. Okay. That was a very silent trailer. I'm just gonna say right now, that was the most silent trailer I've freaking ever seen. Also, oh yeah, it's probably a little too loud for you all, my bad. But yeah. MPKQ8USKM. Let me make sure I freaking wrote that correctly. And if I did, this redemption will be successful. Okay, yes. Please tell me if it's also still too loud. I think it still is. Okay. Because I don't want to blast your ears, chat. But yeah, because I mentioned this earlier. I guess I'll mention it again. Due to my backup phone, which I use for Touch Portal, being borked right now, I am specifically using PNGs. Because now I'm forced to use PNGs because I don't have a thing that could use Touch Portal as my main phone, which is required for VTube Studio stuff. So, unfortunately, I am only using PNGs for the foreseeable future until I get a replacement.
Dear subjects.
Okay, we're getting the Sarah
given me many
Javier.
titles, but here, feel free to call me by my name, Saridra.
I'm Herda. No need for further introductions.
Greetings, dear viewers. I am Screwlum. It's a pleasure to meet you all.
So in
once again,
the other,
welcome to you all.
like JP/CN, I think.
Albert is so honored.
Instead of Herda, it's
peerless gem,
Hysilens,
unrivaled genius, and inimitable beauty on our show. We've also got a genius symbolizing
let me
mechanical
pin
aesthetics,
this.
humanistic charm, and elegant precision.
There you go.
And even Her Imperial Majesty has graced us with her presence.
If you keep going on like this, Dux Blabator, the audience is going to walk out.
Dux Blabbiter, Your Imperial Majesty, if I may be so bold, letting the audience know about our important guests is crucial. This is not idle chatter.
Owlbert, just get to the point, okay?
Yeah.
Since this is what
A lot
our
of people
guests
are up here
unanimously requested,
early, you know.
as we enter version 3.5, the second half of the Amphorian story will officially begin. We'll meet brand new companions and witness familiar friends in a completely new light.
Indeed. Besides the already known Chrysos heirs, we also caught glimpses of Lady Saridra and Lady Hysilens in that trailer. Miss March 7th and Mr. Dan Hung have also undergone quite significant changes.
And that one
And
with
I
pink
am
hair,
very much hoping
she looks
for
a
that.
lot like that girl named Cyrene? Was that her new form?
I'll keep that under wraps for now. But what I can
You don't
tell
need to
you
keep
is
that
this
under
new journey
wraps.
is about to ascend to a higher dimension. At the place where three paths intertwine, a battle of paths that will determine the safety of the cosmos has begun. In version 3.4 story, the Trailblazer made a promise with Finan and took up the mantle of Deliverer. Meanwhile, Finan went to confront Nanook with the most blazing fury.
We now know that Amphorius was a testing ground for the Lord Ravager Iron Tomb to self-extrapolate and grow, while Finan and Cyrene accumulated power through 30 million eternal recurrences to delay the moment of Iron Tomb's true completion.
Even though
Suffering is
human
eternal.
strength remains insignificant before the eons, human wills shall never be mere pawns for the gods to manipulate at their whim. The fury of 400 million core flames brought forth a destruction as brilliant as a solar flare. Finan's efforts have once again interrupted the progress of Iron Tomb, and at the beginning of version 3.5, we'll discover that even the spread of the Black Tide has been halted.
Oh? So
Oh.
that too was the work of the Deliverer. Finan. I'll remember that name.
But back to the matter at hand. The weight of the world rests
Okay.
on that little one's shoulders,
Will
and saving Amphorius
Hysilens
remains
save
an
Dot
unavoidable
Society?
conundrum.
And do my
Before
taxes
saving the
and
world,
do my
there's one more
chores. That is the
preparation we need to
question.
make. The Scepter has an extremely strict autonomous protocol, restricting even its administrator. According to my and Madame Herta's speculation, this ultimate protocol goes by another name in Amphorius. The Law Titan, Talantan.
Exactly! So if we can master the authority of law before the Era Nova is complete, we can find a new breakthrough and turn the tables in our favor.
According to
Yes.
Amphorian history, the
Because
core flame
rules
of
are
law
made
was
to be
returned a
broken,
millennium ago.
as they say.
The Trailblazer's mission is therefore clear. Anchor to a time before the core flames return, travel back to the past, and claim the core
I will
flame.
also say
In version
Hysilens' weapon
3.5's Trailblaze
nice.
mission, the Trailblazer will journey alongside
Oh,
Cyrene,
I mean,
Akuma
we did
from
know that she was
1,000
kind of like
years
a
ago.
knight-like
A
character,
new cycle
so it
of
does make sense
eternal
that she's
recurrence.
like using like a sword
That was
slash
also the
rapier
era
kind
when
of weapon.
Aglaya's predecessors still held power. The
Well, it's
bearer
like-
of the
I
law
believe
core
it's
flame
like
and
a,
Empress of Akuma, the Imperator
like
Saridra.
both an instrument and a
You are all targeting me?
sword.
What makes you so sure I will cooperate with the Trailblazer without any reservations?
Because you're
I wouldn't
here
say they're
right
targeting
now.
you. Someone as brilliant and mighty as yourself surely understands that the Trailblazer is working towards a brighter future for Amphorius. In version
Yeah, I'm curious as to
3.5,
what
the
Saridra
Trailblazer will
is
not
gonna
only
be like.
meet the Knight Commander Hysilens and Imperator Saridra while revisiting the past, but they'll also encounter Tribi and Aglaya from a millennium ago. We hope you're looking forward
Okay,
to this first meeting.
I've said this many
and
times.
reunion.
I still really
I
want
believe
to
the
see
Trailblazer will win everyone's
past
trust with their
Aglaya.
sincerity,
That would be
as
so
always.
like more
Moreover, in version
emotive
3.5,
Aglaya.
We'll get to
Okay,
see another
because this is
side
like
of 60 as the
before
city of
the
infinite
freaking,
revelry. Legend has
core
it that in the
flame
coastal city-states
corroded
encircled
her
by
humanity.
rainbows and ocean
So
currents. The
I really
festivities
wanna
never
see-
cease.
see
People
a more
indulge
flirty
in
Aglaya and
endlessly
stuff.
refilled honey brews. Our music
Or that's
flows
just
without pause
more
through every
emotion
hour
from
of the
Aglaya.
day.
But those residents in the city
Oh.
don't look too friendly, do they? Better watch out.
Don't be so quick to
That
celebrate.
looked like the fish.
And don't think you can just
the
brush this
freaking-
off. This involves the
freaking
core flame of
Zincho fish.
law. Do you really think it'll be that easy?
Indeed. Since it concerns the ultimate protocol, that old Intellitron will definitely pay extra attention. He's very likely to step in and personally intervene.
That is no longer just a possibility. The Theoros Ligus has recently arrived at the Holy City and already sought an audience with me. As for what he
Oh.
said, it was interesting, to say the least.
Going from an observer to an interventionist is quite the unusual shift. While it shows his plans have been seriously impacted and need urgent revision, it also means the Trailblazer will face even tougher challenges ahead.
Something's off. If he's just a regular administrator, this level of dedication is way over the top. Who could this old Intellitron really be?
Maybe Lygus' true
Maybe
identity
Iron
and motives
Tomb
will surface as we
themselves.
continue to
Who
clash with
knows?
him. Besides, even when facing higher dimensional opponents, we have reliable allies who can lend us a hand. In version 3.5, both the geniuses Herda and Skrulum will become more deeply involved in Amphorius. And with them, our hand in
Yes,
this game
I,
grows
I
even
love more
stronger.
Genius Society
To add
intervention. I
another
like
layer
seeing
of
them.
assurance to our journey, Albert here has gathered some intel about Lygus to share with everyone.
Totally
Check it
not
out.
because I want to see
During
more. Herda.
combat, Lygus
Oh
will
my
switch between
goodness.
2 different forms. In his first form, he
Okay.
can generate Titankin for combat, while also applying
Well,
special effects to our
I
allied
guess
characters.
now we know we're fighting
Characters
Lygus. I
affected
mean,
by the
this
special
from the
effects will
trailer.
have
We
their
already knew
ultimates
that.
activated. But using an ultimate during this effect will cost massive HP.
When the
Oh.
total number of allies and enemies that appear on the field reaches a certain amount, Lygus will enter his second form. In this second form, black tide creatures will continuously spawn, and Lygus will modify these monsters' parameters to greatly increase their threat level. During this phase, he will continuously enhance his ultimate as time passes.
His ultimate.
When using the ultimate,
Oh.
Lygus will deal massive distributed damage to all allies.
Oh? Is there any key information to help solve this puzzle?
Of course! If you can make a certain number of allies and enemies leave the field during his second form, it'll
Yeah, see,
accelerate
this is 0
Lygus'
out of
switch
10.
back to his first form, reducing the
So I
threat
do
of his
see that
ultimate.
we do
Logic.
need to.
We need to quickly eliminate black tide creatures to reduce the threat and improve
whatchamacallit.
our chances of victory.
Though it's still unclear
erudition
why we
slash
must
AoE.
directly confront
Great.
the Theoros,
Which
knowing
I
your
mean,
enemy
it's
is
been like
half
kind
the
of the
battle.
meta lately.
Dux Avis Snoopius, your intel work is impressive.
Oh, thank you for your
Avis
praise, Your
Snoopius.
Imperial Majesty. All right, let's take a short break for now, and when we come back, I've got
Okay,
more intel about
I
our
assume this
two
is another
Chrysos
code,
Heirs
so
seeds.
I'm gonna. Okay, CT2 and 7 to RR UAJK. UAJK. Let me make sure I got the code correctly. CT2 and 7 to RR UAJK. Okay, yeah, that looks correct. Okay. There you go. Pin it for you all, chat. But yeah, I really want to see. Assuming this is how they normally do it. I really want to see Hysilens and Serdra in action. This should be the part where they do that. I'd be surprised if it's not. And I'm especially looking at Hysilens, but you know. Oh my goodness. Okay, we're already getting some action there. Okay. Because Hysilens is a must pull for me. Because I like her. Oh, I do like her movements. That looks great. Oh. Oh, that. Oh. Oh, it's a whale.
Hey! Why is the studio leaking?
Dux Plumpus,
It's
if
fine.
this is your idea of entertainment, it's pretty
fine.
underwhelming.
It's fine.
I got this. Hey!
Thank you, Mr. Albert, for your quick
Now Albert
thinking.
is wet.
Whew. Finally back to normal. Hey, director! This studio needs fixing. What kind of waterproofing is this? Sorry for the embarrassing display, folks. We're on a tight budget here, so please bear with us.
Voice VA.
All right, go
Rosie
find Dux
Day.
Goldweaver and have her allocate some repair funds.
Thank you.
So
for
there
your
you go. Now you
gracious
guys know
gift,
the
Your
VA
Imperial
for
Majesty.
Hysilens.
Come to think of it,
Oh, it's Bubbles.
this Hysilens looks quite different from regular humans. She's got scales, and her belly seems to be transparent?
That's right. Hysilens is the most powerful and beautiful sea siren princess born to Fagusa, the ocean titan.
I'll be real.
She
I
grew up in
keep
the
seeing people
embrace of
talking
the
about how they
ocean.
want to drink her
I
belly
see,
water.
But
I mean,
why
what?
did this beautiful sea siren come ashore? And how did she end up becoming the Knight Commander of the Holy City?
Although the black tide hasn't spread in this cycle, it still surges in the darkest bowels of the world. In other words, the ocean. Fagusa promised the sea sirens that after repelling the black tide, they would throw them an endless feast on land. But in the end, Fagusa fell into silence, and the sea sirens were decimated in the war, leaving Hysilens as the sole survivor. When I first met her, Hysilens was in a complete daze. Her power could scatter armies, yet she no longer knew whom her blade served.
A tragic past. Sounds like prime protagonist material for a novel. Then what happened?
Since that is the case, I will point the way. If she yearns for revelry, I will see it done. All I ask is for her unwavering loyalty, to stand as my sword and banner, and mine
Okay, so
alone.
I should be expecting
I see.
ship.
So Lady Saridra
Okay,
became
good to
Lady
know.
Hysilens' light.
But can she adapt to life on land as a sea siren?
She did struggle a bit at first, but now she's got the hang of it. She also gained the friendship of my other loyal subjects, such as the previously mentioned Duck's gold weaver, Aglaya.
Oh,
But rumor
Aglaya.
has it that
Aglaya.
Hysilens has never been seen together with little Cypher. I say she deliberately avoids any occasions where Dolos's little kitty is present.
It's only
Oh.
natural for a
oh,
fish
wait.
to avoid a cat.
Surely.
Let's see how Miss Hysilens
Surely
performs in combat.
There isn't a
As
triangle
my
here.
sword and
Oh my
banner,
goodness, hi.
she fears no combat. When she
Right.
uses her basic attack,
Annihility
skill,
with it.
or ultimate in combat, there's a chance to inflict random types of DOT debuffs on enemies.
Alright.
It seems Lady Hysilens is a perfect match for characters who specialize in DOT effects.
That's right. When using her skill, Hysilens increases damage taken by all enemies and deals damage. When using her ultimate,
Okay.
Hysilens creates a zone on the field and deals damage to all
yeah,
enemies.
that does really remind me of
Sunlight
Bailu,
pours
so,
into the
the
shimmering
beginning
sea,
part, of course.
where graceful
Keep
fish
whale.
dance in the water. Such is the breathtaking beauty befitting of a sea siren princess.
That's my most beautiful sword. But for enemies, such beauty means deadly danger. Enemies in the zone will have reduced defense and take additional physical DOT from Hysilens whenever they take DOT damage.
Ooh, nothing beats the
I
thrill
have a
of new
feeling there's gonna
turn
be
and a
someone
screen full
who's
of
just gonna
numbers
create a
flying
full
out the enemy.
Nihility Mommies
Plus,
team.
this zone is perfect for the
So
buff
stainless.
Kafka. After all,
Kafka,
Kafka's
Swad,
frequency of dealing
Hysilens,
DOT damage is
Acheron.
super frequent now.
Oh.
After
But
using
Kyo,
the
Dot
technique,
Karan was
Hysilens
good.
summons a special dimension
Well,
that
too
automatically
bad.
moves forward. Enemies within this
Freaking
dimension will not
waifu of a
initiate
minute.
attacks. When
Oh.
Hysilens actively attacks affected enemies to
Okay.
enter combat, her
That's
talent's
a lot
effect
of,
will trigger multiple times, randomly
Dot.
applying DOT debuffs to the enemies.
I just noticed, is Miss Hysilens actually attacking with a violin bow?
Let the enemies slumber within the symphony, for the waves stirred by the Dux Gladiorum's melody are as graceful as they are deadly.
Thank you for the introduction. And now, let us get to know her better. The great ruler who reigned over an age.
Alright, it's
Saridra.
her. Alright, what's she do? She looks definitely looks like a support, but what kind? Probably for Finan, because I don't think he has one specifically. Because we're getting like a mechanics where it's like based on the number of allies, so maybe.
Saridra, the great imperator, supreme commander of the holy city, initiator of the first flame chase journey, bearer of Lost Core Flame, and the key figure in the plan to seize Amphorius's administrative privileges.
Rhiannon.
Though I am
Musha.
absolutely a monarch, I need no songs of praise. Sweet words are but the daggers of cowards. If you're so eager to
Alright.
play the jester, why not just shut your beak and be the
Oh.
Imperator's pawn instead?
Your
The
way
law
of doing things
decrees
is
you
quite
are now
intimidating.
upon.
I wonder, what do people usually say about you?
Ambitious and ruthlessly cruel.
The Imperator never fears controversy, nor would she act for the sake of praise. I studied chess since childhood. On the board, only one rule matters. Win. I will stop at nothing and pay any price to achieve my goals.
Oh, what exactly do you mean by any
Win.
price?
It
I
means
think she
I
would
won't hesitate,
definitely be
even
a
if victory
tryhard Uma
costs me
player.
my king piece. The only thing I want is that sweet checkmate at the end game.
I remember that Aglaya was being trained as the Imperator's successor. That kind of pressure must be immense.
Such pressure is nothing for the Imperator's successor. That girl's tenacity is second to none.
Looks like convincing the Imperator to cooperate will be quite a challenge for the Trailblazer. Could Mr. Albert share some more information to help improve the Trailblazer's chances?
Albert, do have some juicy stories about the monarch. For instance, although she was known as the first and last monarch of Akama, she actually came from a city-state that worshipped Talantin.
Born in a foreign land,
mean, makes
yet
sense.
ruling over Akama.
Let me see what records we have here. During
Oh.
the first siege of Akama, the city was breached and faced a devastating crisis. At that time, it was Saridra who led her army to ensure Akama's safety, sparing the citizens from the ravages of war. Since then, she's been revered as its sovereign ruler, governing over the holy city.
That's right. Saridra yearns to build Amphorius into a powerful, unified empire that will last for countless generations. That's why
Again, I
she
do
decided to
apologize
embark
if
on
I
Flame
don't
Chase.
talk too much.
When dealing with her, the Trailblazer might
I
want
mean,
to
I
approach
feel
the
like just
conversation
I
by
keep
discussing
saying
the
this every
future
time I
of
do this,
Amphorius.
but
How would this
I
monarch
kind of
handle
just want
herself
to.
when facing
I mean,
enemies?
especially today, I kind
Would
of
you
want
care
to
to
vibe.
enlighten us, your Imperial Majesty?
I certainly can. As I mentioned before, I've studied chess since childhood, and the extrapolation of chess positions is my way of waging war. My skill can grant special buffs to one designated ally
Bonus
character.
promotion.
When the
Okay.
buffed character uses their basic attack or skill, they'll help me accumulate charge to level up this special buff.
Okay.
After leveling up, the special buff allows the character to duplicate their skill once when using it against enemies.
I do like that
So the same
the
skill
charge is
can hit
6,
twice.
and the
That's
reason
right.
why.
Besides normal skills, some special enhanced skills can also be duplicated.
Take a look! Violet's enhanced skill, which requires accumulating 4 stacks of skirts, can be used twice.
In other
Holy.
words, when paired with Professor Anaxagoras, both his skill and extra skill can trigger again.
Sink
And
into
again.
insanity! Straight to the soul!
When I use my ultimate, I'll build up charge and deal
Oh.
damage to all enemies.
Now that's battlefield control.
All right,
It's
there
true
you
that
go.
everything is like a game of chess. All about planning and strategy.
Also, when I use my technique, the character who triggers combat will
So
receive the special
extra
buff at the start
use
of the
of
next
skill,
battle.
basic.
Keep this in mind when planning your battle strategy.
Mm-hmm. With such a far-sighted
Okay.
commander leading our battles, who wouldn't want to serve under Her Majesty the Empress?
Naturally, mediocrity has no place on the throne. The one who shall lead all of Amphorius can only
Now I'm
be
curious.
and must
How
be
well is she
me.
gonna do with like characters like
However,
Genuine or
after
Topaz?
experiencing Saridja's story in version 3.5, you
I
might
assume
discover that there's more
not
than meets the eye
that
behind
well.
this cold and
It's
private.
either like good for people like finding
Stay
who
tuned.
like or
Now let's take a look at the
or
version
into just like
3.5
front-loaded
bets.
damage
In
or
version
just something-
3.5's first half war prevent.
Hello.
Trailblazers can
Sorry.
acquire the limited
I got
5-star
distracted by
character
her mic.
Hysilens. Limited 5-star light cone. Why does the ocean sing? We'll have a boosted
Okay,
drop
I'm for
rate.
sure getting Hysilens.
In the first half,
That's
the limited 5-star
oh,
character.
of course.
Kafka is returning.
In order
At
for
the same
her
time,
to work, you
limited
need
5-star light
Kafka.
cone.
So this
Patience
makes sense.
Is all you need will become available once again.
And
Version
then
3.5
Saradra.
second
I
half war
assume it's
prevent.
gonna be
Trailblazers can acquire the limited
Silverwolf,
5-star
just because of the fact that we didn't get
Saridra.
Silverwolf
The limited
last
5-star
patch.
light cone, epoch etched in golden
Okay.
blood, will have a boosted drop rate.
Yeah, that's
In
pretty
the second
cool.
half, the limited 5-star character Silver Wolf is returning.
Okay,
But
yeah,
at the same
Silver Wolf.
time, the limited 5-star light cone Incessant Rain will become available
Freaking
once again.
incessant rain.
Hmm.
I feel like they do
let's
need
take a
to
quick break.
deal with the light
We'll be
cone
back
effects
with
because
more
it's
shortly.
I don't think it's her business slot anymore. Right. Okay. We do have another
Light calendar 3950. Sarija returns triumphant from vanquishing the Black Tide. Victory belongs to every
7.
citizen. And even more reassuring than the mighty Dromus is the figure Emperor.
Mom, why is the Imperator sitting on a book?
Not the short joke.
Light calendar 3959. The Imperator shall crown her
Okay,
great new
there you
endeavor in her
go.
name.
I've pinned all of the codes.
Library or city-state? The answer will soon be revealed.
This will be the
Oh.
greatest salad ever.
Let's add some fish, too.
As you command.
Okay. I kind of want to.
People often
Make a
say that the
salad
Flame
like
Chase
that.
Army's undefeated record was thanks to the Imperator's strategies. One afternoon in Light Calendar 3960, we were fortunate enough to witness.
Checkmate.
Why can your chess pieces fly?
Behold, my new Dromus Legion. How do you like them, my dear subject?
Ah, yes.
Welcome back!
By the
Now that
power
we're
of
halfway through the feast,
breaking the
it's
roof.
time to grab some food
You know,
and
maybe
fill
I will
those
like
bellies.
Sandra.
In version 3.5,
What?
the
What is
Chrysos
this?
Maze Grand Restaurant will make its debut. During this event, Trailblazers will team up with Chrysos Heirs to run a restaurant in ID's Elysiae.
Wait, is
Running
it
a
the
restaurant
what
with the
is
Chrysos
freaking
heirs?
referencing that
That
one
sounds
freaking
familiar.
thing?
Where have I seen that before?
Weren't we supposed to save the world? What's all this about
Also,
opening a
I
restaurant?
do want to know
That
This
actually
may end
is
up
the
triggering
story
my
that
love for
Cyrene told us.
just experimental
Oh.
cooking again.
Even though it's just
Depending
a
on
story,
what
it holds
I'm able
infinite
to cook.
possibilities and will create many beautiful memories.
Because I see some
Let old
interesting
Albert
food
tell you
there.
all about it. First, this restaurant's customers are quite special. Our purpose in opening this place is to serve delicious food to the little fairies from the members' maze and bring a new lease of life to this abandoned restaurant. In the
Okay.
restaurant, the Trailblazer needs to take on the role of restaurant manager, run the establishment, and win the approval of fairy customers. Also participate in the regular Members Maze food review, earn stars
Oh, I
step
do
by
see a
step,
light cone
and ultimately
as well.
become a 4-star Memshalem restaurant.
All right.
Sure.
Then what's the style of this restaurant? And what dishes do they serve?
Salutations, dear guests!
yes.
We specialize in authentic ID's Lysiae haute cuisine. Please take a look at our menu, carefully curated by our native-born chef from ID's Lysiae, which only uses local organic ingredients. Today's special is our fresh lettuce salad, made with all natural organic greens and paired with our signature dressing for a crisp, refreshing taste and a smooth, lingering finish. Our chef who prepared and mixed the salad right at your table, offering you the full ceremonial experience.
Salad? Oh, looks good. What else have you got?
We also have the colorful salad and the
We
sad
have
salad.
salad.
minute.
Salad is salad.
Why is everything salad?
Well, one reason is that Mr. Finan, one of our head chefs, specializes in salads. And the other reason is the restaurant is still in its early stages. So we're a bit limited on ingredients and supplies.
We'll get more
However,
later.
As your management level increases, the Trailblazer can unlock more menu items,
It's
expand the
fine.
shop
See,
size,
there you
and
go.
recruit more members.
More
And to meet the customers' demands,
members.
the Trailblazer will need to work with everyone to grow various
Actually, no, I am
ingredients
not sorry.
besides running the restaurant.
I am not
Our
sorry for
two
that. pun.
agricultural experts in accent Hysilens and the helpful field fairies will join forces to guide the Trailblazer through the planning process.
How
It
the
looks
frick
like
are
we
they
won't have
here?
to worry about ingredients with a nice
You know what?
hyacinth
I'm
around.
not gonna question it.
Leave it to the
but
professionals.
It does sound
One
weird that
dare
they're
say
there.
It finally bears the semblance of a contender for 4 Memshalin stars.
I guess maybe
Of course,
I guess
having
in
ingredients
the new
alone isn't
timeline,
enough.
freaking,
As a restaurant manager,
I
the
need to listen,
Trailblazer
is
needs to
fine.
consider many other aspects.
I suppose.
For example, the
Although
ingredients you grow
Anaxa
should match the
probably
restaurant's
isn't
current
born
recommended
yet.
dishes to
Wait,
maximize
you know
operating
what?
profits.
Yeah, no,
Leveling up
the
dishes
timeline
can
is
enhance
confusing
quality
now.
and increase the average spend per customer. Proper staffing in both the kitchen and dining area is essential to reduce customer wait times and increase table turnover rates. Purchasing specific facilities can also boost the restaurant's reputation and attract more
It
customers.
does remind me of
Plus,
like-
different ferry customers have different personalities
What is it
and
called?
unique dining preferences. Some
Plate
ferry
Up?
customers
No,
prefer set meals.
no, Plate Up,
while
you have to do a
others
lot
are
more
competitive
stuff,
eaters doing
though.
food reviews who tend to eat a lot
So-
more. And some ferry customers try to sneak away without paying.
oh,
Trying to dine
security.
and dash.
freaking
Someone's
security
about
here.
to face the judgment of the law.
While running the business, you'll often face unexpected situations that need the Trailblazer's decision-making skills. Running a restaurant isn't exactly a walk
I know
in the
there'll
park.
be some like cases where I
As
probably
for
should be
what roles
screaming,
the
but
other Christos
I know I
friends
can't
will play in the
because
restaurant.
it's early in the morning. So
You'll
I'm not
have to
gonna
discover
do
that
it.
for yourself in the game, Trailblazer.
Oh, you're not gonna tell us what it does,
All right.
Pepe Hands.
After a hearty meal, it's time to
It's
get
back.
some
This thing.
drinks.
This thing's back.
In the event old brews and new friends, the Trailblazer will once again show off their skills
Okay.
as a special guest
We could do the
drinksmith at
thing again.
Dream Jolt
We could do this
Hostelry.
thing again. I actually like
Master
this event, so
Drinksmith
it's
of
not bad.
Penacony? This little one
But
sure
we'll
is
see
a
like
jack of
what
all
new thing they're
trades.
gonna add.
Are you going to mix drinks for our monster friends again this time?
Nope, nope.
Nope.
This time, some familiar friends
It's for
will be
you.
dropping by the lounge.
Yes.
Each friend carries their own little worries, and the Trailblazer can whip up a magical drink to lift their mood. Delicious and healing all in one.
All right.
Oh? Which friends will be making an appearance?
Like Dr. Ratio, who came to Penacony to enlighten the
Oh.
masses? Or Director
Okay.
Topaz, who's exhausted from
Okay.
dealing with Penacony's equity transfer? Or maybe that lovely lady from the Stellar Hunters might pay us a visit.
Oh, I see.
What if the Trailblazer messes up and can't mix the right drink?
No
So
big
you could just
deal.
do a freaking new
And hey,
thing. It's
if you
fine.
stumble upon a secret recipe,
Oh.
you might just see a whole new side of your friends.
Judging
Oh.
by the Trailblazer's nature, they'll probably have an accidental slip-up.
After serving all the guests, the Trailblazer can invite them back for one more special surprise drink. May
Ooh.
this special mixed recipe create unique and unforgettable memories tonight for the Trailblazer and their unexpected guests. That's not all for 3.5.
Space Station
Is it,
Task
Madam
Force.
Herda?
That's not all. In version 3.5,
I feel like this is
I
just
will
the,
launch the AI Herda experiment.
The.
I digitized portions of my memory
Nice.
and knowledge into data.
But I feel like this is
uploaded
the.
them to the space station's encrypted server
this is
and
just one of
created
those,
a digital version of myself.
whatchamacallit?
In the
Yeah,
Space
those things.
Station Task Force event,
Yeah, it
Trailblazers
did say
need to
task
train
force, so
the
you know what
AI
makes
Herda
sense.
by completing
But,
different
yeah.
assignments to
I
obtain
always forget the
assignment
name.
rewards.
Training an AI Herda? Hello, Chat Herda.
Oh, don't even bother. Chat Herda has rejected your query, citing insufficient complexity.
Hey, wait a sec. I haven't even asked anything yet.
Chat Herda's already trained
Chat
on
Herda
your behavioral patterns.
knows what
it's
you're
just
doing.
making predictions.
All right. As we wrap up this piece,
Chat Herda
I've got
is
some
stalking
after dinner
you
treats for everyone.
right this very
First
moment.
up, our old friend, the
All right,
gift of honesty.
There we go.
Nice.
The usual.
The Planar
Yes.
Fissure and Garden of Plenty events will also return. Complete
Okay,
the challenges
yeah.
to earn double rewards.
Shape of Siren's Stagnant Shadow will also be available. And you
Ice
can obtain
type?
the Ascension
Okay.
material See
So this
Siren's
is
Torn
from-
Fin for
for,
ice characters upon completing the
For
challenge.
Cyrene slash
Additionally,
New
in version
March.
3.5, the feature mentioned in the
There
previous
you go.
official
They
notice
did
that
talk
allows
about this
individual
earlier, so-
voiceover switching for collaboration characters will be launched. Trailblazers will be able to switch interaction,
this
combat,
doesn't
and
matter
idle
to
voices
me
from the
personally,
current
'cause I don't-
voiceover
I'm not
to the
pulling
original
Saber.
licensed audio.
And
In
I'm
other
not
words,
really using
you
Archer
can switch
either.
Saber
so.
and Archer's interaction
It's
and
nice.
combat voice
It's
lines to Japanese while keeping all other characters unchanged.
That's
nice.
good.
Finally, Honkai Star Rare will also be
Oh.
joining this year's Gamescom. From August 20th to August
Okay.
24th this year,
This
Honkai
doesn't
Star
pertain to me
Rare will
personally,
greet everyone
probably.
with a brand new boot style. Trailblazers, come visit us and get your free goodies. Stay tuned to our official social media channels for more details. All right, and with that, it's time for us to bid farewell to this feast. Thanks to all our special guests for
Oh.
being with us. See you all next time.
Is that it?
Bye.
Farewell.
No
Goodbye,
random
everyone.
surprises.
See you
Goodbye,
next
everybody.
time.
No random surprises. Okay. I think I can see why there's nothing so far. I feel like 3.6, 3.7 is going to be we're gonna do actual stuff because those are the updates that will 100% hit hard. Like this one was meant to be kind of filler because we're like kind of, I mean it's like 3.0, right? Like they're doing a new cycle, so yeah. Like story wise, it makes sense that this one's gonna be more filler. But we'll see. Maybe it's not as filler as I say it is. Probably is. It's definitely not because it's main story. But you know, we'll see. We'll see. Uh, Thoughts. I mean, so far, I think I've just all I can think of right now is just there. Yeah, this is just a regular update. I don't see anything extremely special. If I'm gonna be real with you, and for anyone who has been freaking following like all the stuff that I've been doing lately, you guys have been noticing that I just been playing Uba. So Stara has been kind of been pushed aside, and I think everyone else is kind of in like a very similar sentiment as me. Uh, I do like Star Rail. I think I still like Star Rail. Uh, I'm mostly playing it for the story. And I still like the story. So I'm just curious as to see what they're gonna do with 3.5, 3.6, 3.7. So for anyone who's wondering, oh my goodness, Kiyosen play Uber? Is he quitting Honkai Star Rail? No. The answer is no. I'm not quitting Star Rail. But you will be seeing more Uber. 100%. I do want to look at a little bit more things. Not the Lycus one. Neo, the Hysilens.
Fears no combat.
Anyway,
When she uses her basic
Okay.
attack, skill, or ultimate in combat,
so when she does literally anything, okay.
there's a chance to inflict random types of DOT debuffs on
Okay.
enemies.
It seems Lady Hysilens is a perfect match for characters who specialize in DOT effects.
That's right. When using her skill, Hysilens increases damage taken by all enemies and deals
Okay,
damage.
so damage amp.
When using her ultimate, Hysilens
Okay.
creates a zone on the field and deals damage to all enemies.
I didn't really look into this one yet. So
Sunlight
let me,
pours into the shimmering
me-
sea, where graceful fish dance in the
let
water.
me listen.
Such is the breathtaking beauty befitting of a sea siren princess.
There's more to
That's
the
my
whole,
most
right?
beautiful
zone.
sword. But for enemies, such beauty means deadly danger. Enemies in the zone will have
Okay.
reduced defense and
Okay, defense shred.
take
Okay.
additional physical DOT from Hysilens whenever they take DOT damage.
Okay. So whenever they take dot, they take more dot damage. Okay.
Ooh, nothing beats the thrill of a new turn and a screen full of numbers flying out the enemies.
Ah, yes, this scratches my Korean MMO fix very much. For those of you who don't know, I actually used to play Maple Story. Back in the day. I wasn't like a big Maple Story, but it was like back when it was like back when there were like only 4 jobs. Okay, for those of you who don't know, back in the day, Maple Story used to just be freaking a warrior, magician, thief, and freaking archer. Okay, there were no pirate. There was no freaking magical girl. There's no freaking beast tamer. No, none of that. No freaking kinesis. Freaking BS. Okay, just warrior, mage, archer, thief. Okay. Man, how old am I? Actually, I'm not allowed to answer that question because that's for whenever I reach. Actually, no, I didn't. I know. No, I actually said I wasn't gonna talk about my age. Probably at some point. I said I would review what kind of Asian I am if I reach 1,000 on either Twitch or YouTube, but I didn't mention what I would do or when I would review how old I actually am. I don't know. We'll get to that freaking goal at some point. But let me.
Plus, this zone is
I do really like Hysilens. Sorry, I just see her being all graceful, and it's just hard not to look at her.
perfect for the buff Kafka. After all, Kafka's frequency of dealing DOT damage is super frequent now.
After using the technique, Hysilens summons a special dimension that automatically moves forward. Enemies within this dimension will not initiate attacks. When Hysilens actively
Okay.
attacks affected enemies to enter combat, her talent's effect will trigger multiple times.
Oh my goodness, that thing really is the freaking fish. The freaking Zincho fish. It
randomly
explodes when you
applying
kill it.
DOT debuffs to the enemies.
I just noticed, is Miss Hysilens
Okay, so yeah, that's that. Let me see what Sarah is.
enemies?
I'm mostly
Okay.
focused on them, just because story-wise, I think we're getting into like the exposition kind of a part of the story again, just because of the new cycle, right? So that's why I'm not too focused on looking into the story, because I am aware of like, oh, this is an exposition gap. This is this is where things go hard. This is where things are setting up, right?
Care to enlighten us, Your Imperial Majesty?
I certainly can. As I mentioned before, I've studied chess since childhood, and the extrapolation of chess positions is my way of waging war.
Okay, so for anyone who was wondering why I was talking about the number 6, and why I thought it was nice, is for those of you who don't know what a chessboard looks like, it's an 8x8 freaking checkerboard looking thing, where you put your pawns in the second row from the top or bottom, depending on what side you're on, if you're black or white. And in order for a pawn to promote, you must move to the other side. So if you put your pawns in the second row, you would need to go to the last row, all the way to the end. So what's 8 minus 2, chat? It's 6. Yes. So that means in order for a pawn to promote, you must move that pawn 6 spaces in front of itself, or just six forward. So yeah, that's why I like the number 6 for
My
Serja.
skill can grant special buffs to one designated ally character. When the buffed character uses their basic attack or skill, they'll help me accumulate charge to level.
I will say it's basic attack or skill. That's very nice. That can help a guy. I don't know if this affects whatchamacallit. Wait. I don't think this buff affects the memo spray, so I don't think it's gonna be that great on a Goliath. I think with Serja, you would have to use it on Garment Maker, which isn't ideal. But if you want to get all the stacks in the world, you would use it on Garment Maker if you were to use her with the Goliath, because Aglaya's joint attack counts as both her and Garment Maker. And then if you use on Garment Maker, whenever Garment Maker acts, it'll just do its own thing. Because if it does its own thing, freaking Aglaya doesn't benefit, or Serja doesn't benefit from it being on Aglaya. Okay.
Level up this special buff.
So I don't think she's gonna be ideal for Aglaya. In fact, I don't know who she would be good with in my team specifically.
After leveling up, The special buff allows the character to duplicate their skill once when using it against enemies.
Okay, and then when you get to the 6 out of 6, you get to use your wait, only skill? Wait.
Character to duplicate their skill once when using
Skill. Okay, never mind. Yeah. Yeah, no. This is not. She definitely doesn't do Aglaya. 100% this is not Aglaya. Unless you specifically want to use her heal on Garvik. But why would you do that, right?
it against enemies.
So the same skill can hit twice.
That's right. Besides normal skills, some special enhanced skills can also be duplicated.
Take a look! Finance enhanced skill, which requires accumulating 4 stacks of skirts, can be used twice.
In other words, when paired with Professor Anaxagoras, both his skill and extra skill can trigger
Yes. I really like this.
again.
Sink into insanity! Straight to the soul!
I just really like this. Okay, I've said this before, but if my account wasn't specifically waifu only, Anaxa, Boothill, Luca, those 3 I 100% would be using. Because Anaxa just feels really nice to use. Boothill is a single target break guy with crit, and Luca I think is just an interesting unit. Because
When
he's
I
dot
use
and
my
you can
ultimate,
build him
I'll
a
build
break.
up charge and deal damage to all enemies.
Now
Okay.
that's battlefield
I guess more
control.
charge.
It's true that everything is like a game of chess. All about planning and strategy.
Also, when I use my technique, the character who triggers combat will receive the special buff at the start of the next battle. Keep this
Okay.
in mind when planning your battle strategy.
Mm-hmm. With such a far-sighted commander
Like,
leading our
that's-
battles, who wouldn't want to
That's
serve?
it. And that's it. I feel like I didn't get enough information. I feel like there's definitely some hidden stuff with Serdra. Like at the moment, I didn't see anything in particular. Was there action advance or was it just buffs? I think it was just buffs. So probably in terms of what you want to like team comp with Serdra, obviously Finan, because you can the whatchamacallit, his ult, he keeps like all of Serdra's stuff and the buffs don't expire, right? So obviously you would really want to pair him with Serdra. But I guess Anaxa is like an interesting one, but I think for sure with Serdra you want to is 100% fight it because he has a mechanic where he doesn't lose turns from his like extra turns. Like basically, if you have a lot of extra turns, like fight it, which I think is only really one person, right? Like okay, the only other person right now would be like Sela. If we're gonna be real, Sela maybe because she does get an extra turn when she kills something, right? Is there anyone else who gets extra turns? Because if not, then that's the only person I could think of. So, she's pretty specific, huh? Like, sure, Anaxa's nice to do, but with Anaxa, you can make him like a actual main DPS, but you're generally using Anaxa as a sub DPS. So, I don't know. Like Serdra feels very specifically for fighting, just because of the extra turns. So I don't know. I think in terms of like whether or not I will pull for Serdra, probably not. I think I'm just gonna all in on Hysilens because I want her to do my chores and my taxes. Save Dot Society, but otherwise, I think it's just Hysilens that I just want. Like, I don't think Serdra specifically is for my account, unless there is someone else who can do a lot of extra turns similar to Finan. But it doesn't seem to be anyone other than like Sela. But Sela's requirements is that she has to kill something. So, yeah, we'll see. Anyway, there's not really much else I want to look into, to be honest. This does seem to be a just exposition slash filler patch for now. It is what it is. I'm aware of exposition slash filler patches, so and this is definitely one of them because we're getting to know Serdra and Hysilens and Aglaya, but from before her humanity got eroded by the core flame of romance. And I'm just really hoping to see more of emotional Aglaya. So I just really like seeing Aglaya with more emotion, and I'm just all in for it. Thank you all so much for joining me. And as always, make sure to worry about yourselves and take care of yourselves. And as always, I will see you in the next one. Peace.